Now here's how we can set up OneDrive on the iPad. Let me show you exactly the process behind it. If you're new here, most definitely subscribe for more, and that way you'll never miss anything important. Okay, so OneDrive, at first you have to download it from the App Store because there is a standalone app for it. So of course, go ahead and download it. And yeah, once you have the app ready, you will have the ability to start using it. So for the access to your drive, you have to kind of like log in with your account, and the account is supposed to be the Microsoft account, right? So if you don't have one, you will be required to get started with it, right? And then you'll be able to just make sure it works. So that is how you can manage it. That is how you can get started with it. But then once you sign in, there are two sections within the app. There is the photos and the general files. Just like in the Google's platform, you have Google Photos app, which is for pictures only, and you have Google Drive, which is for generally like any file type. Similar here for the Microsoft platform, you also have the file section as well as general like photos and files separated. So you can go to the files, go to the My section, and whenever you want to upload something to your drive, tap the plus button and upload something from the device or create a new document right away in here. That's you basically are managing your online space, your online drive right here. So that's obviously how it works. Of course, by default, you are only going to be allowed to use some portion of the storage. I think for free is 5 gigabytes, similar to the Apple iCloud, giving you 5 gigabytes for free. So it's just how it is. But one more thing though about that is that you can also incorporate it into the Apple Files app. Because if I go to the Apple Files, you can see right there that part of the locations are literally have the OneDrive, so I can tap on it and browse the same files in here, so it's all in one place. If you do not see it, tap the three dots at the top and edit the sidebar and make sure that it is turned on, in a sense that you have it enabled and you can always see it right there. But that would be all from me. I really hope that I could help. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you later in the future tutorials too.